What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today I am going to be doing a long haul with my personal truck in-game, which is a Peterbilt 579 stand-up sleeper. I have this thing all set up for a heavy load. As you guys can see, let me go into third person here. We have our oversized load flags and our banner on our truck. We also have our radiant lights up on the top. If I hit O, they turn on. And we are towing a very heavy piece of machinery. I believe it was like 100-something thousand pounds or whatever is the weight. And we are going from Redding, California out to Socorro, New Mexico. So we have quite a journey ahead of us today, so I'm going to go ahead and get started by starting up the truck. And this video is probably going to be cut into different sections because this is going to be a good 2-hour drive for me at least. So it's not going to be a whole video. There's going to be sections cut out of it, but I'll try to keep it interesting for the drive. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out here. It's just after 6 o'clock in the morning here in Redding, so I'm going to go ahead and shift into drive. We'll go ahead and release the parking brake, and we are off. So, I don't know if you guys have seen my older videos in this game, but I have mentioned several times that I absolutely hate towing heavy loads just because they are difficult to turn with, and I am towing a heavy load today, so I'm going to try my best to make good turns. I'm probably gonna have to figure something out if I'm not able to make a turn, but I did do a heavy haul job earlier in the week just to kind of test to see how I could do it, and I practiced right turns more than anything because the right turns, even with just a regular trailer, I suck at right turns, and I think that I have finally found the key to doing the right turns, especially with these trailers. So maybe we'll be able to put that to the test in this video, and it's either going to work out really well or I'm going to look like a complete idiot, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So yeah, we have about a 1,200 mile, I believe 1,275 is the mileage we are working with today. I'm going to go ahead and hit cruise control here in the little town. 35 is our speed limit. Actually, 30 is the speed limit, so seeing as we are towing a heavy load, it's going to be a little difficult for the truck to get up to speed. And here we go up to 55. And we don't have a lot of traffic on the road right now, so we're not going to use the double radiant lights up top. And there's someone standing by the bridge. Looks like this is their car here. They're looking out on the scenic river there. But as I was saying, I'm not going to use the radiant lights on top of the cab here. Probably not till at night. And seeing as this trip is about 1,200 miles, we are going to have to stop and rest. I do have fatigue turned off, but I do play it realistically. And I do stop at a rest stop. I believe it's either 10 or 11 hours. I don't know the actual US law, but I do it every 10 hours. I'll stop at a rest stop, and I will rest up. Anyway, yeah, we got the Peterbilt 579. This is the truck that I decided to go with when I first started the game. I like the sleek design of it. I've changed the color of it, or the paint job, I guess you could say. I've changed the paint job of it a few times, so we do have to slow down here. We do have a very wide turn. Or not a wide turn, just a tight turn. But yeah, as I was saying, I've changed the paint job of it a few times. I've kind of settled on this burnt orange look, and I like it. It's most of the trucks that you'd expect or you'd see would be like, you know, black, blue, meters, gray.
Turn right.
The variation of color is pretty amazing in this game. Here's our first right turn right here, so we're gonna try to do this. Give this a shot. The way that I've done it is just take it uber slow here. No need to rush it. There's no race. And we kind of a little bit went on the shoulder, but we didn't run into any signs or anything, so I'm going to take that as a win. And we're going to have to wait to get onto the highway here because there's a lot of traffic. So probably gonna have to squeeze in somewhere. Maybe this truck will let me in. Will it let me in? Nope. Okay, well, next opening I get, I'm gonna have to pop out here. but it looks like it's going to be a while before I can get an opening. Let me see if I can trigger these guys to kind of give me an opening here. See if I can get them to stop. Of course, this Bushnell Farms truck is going to slow down. Is this car going to let me in? Oh, bless you, sir. All right, we had a car let us in. So we are on the 5 now. The speed limit is 70, however, trucks are limited to 55 since we're in California, so once I get close to highway speed, I will hit the cruise control. And it is taking forever for this thing to accelerate. It is towing a heavy load. And I'm going to go ahead and hit my cruise control here. We are stuck at 55 already, so we don't have to change it. And we're just going to go with the flow. Hopefully have a nice scenic drive through California. Once I get out of California, the speed limit's going to go up. I'm not going to go very fast. I know that outside of California, I believe it like goes up to 65 or 70 through Arizona. But one thing I've learned about towing these heavy loads is you can't go the speed limit. Like, you got to go, I would say, at the most, 5 under the limit. I usually try to go 10 just because of the handling. These turns aren't very nice to you in this game, so you could easily flip your truck. Depending on the suspension settings and handling settings you use in the game, you can flip your truck easily. I've done it once before, and I completely didn't expect it to happen. We got a plane flying up here. That's pretty cool. We have a nice wind farm off to the right in the distance. That's probably generating a lot of power. There's that plane. Looks like a Duster. Flying low on the right there by my little chainsaw dangling thing there. Looks like it might be going in for a landing. Unsure. So yeah, this truck is packing the 600 horsepower, 2,050 foot-pound of torque engine in it. It's the Cummins ISX 15, I believe. Sounds absolutely amazing. I'm also running the engine sound mod, so this thing actually sounds like a real Cummins engine. It sounds really good. And we're running the 6x4 300-gallon long chassis. So the 300-gallon tank is definitely a necessity for these heavy haul trucks. So hopefully we don't have to get gas at all while we're driving out to New Mexico today, because I absolutely hate going to gas stations with this trailer. The best type of gas stations are the ones right off the highway where you literally just pull off onto the off-ramp to the exit, and you just pull right up to the pump. You fill up, you pay, you pull right back onto the highway, you're done. You don't have to do any fancy maneuvering or anything. So I'm going to probably jump into the right lane here in just a minute. Let me go ahead and verify if I have the ability to. I do. Let me go ahead and signal. I'm kind of sitting in the center lane here because the right lane is usually exit-only lanes, and there's a car back there. I did not see that until I just started pulling into the lane. But yeah, as I was saying, the right lanes are usually exit-only lanes, so I tend to try to stay in the center lane because it's usually like a through traffic lane. So, but as of right now, we don't have any exits around, so we'll just go ahead and sit in the right lane. Let everyone pass us. Looks like we're in the farmland portion of California. Got some beautiful farmland on the right, and I'm assuming on the left as well. Let me go ahead and see if I can... Yeah, we got some farmland off to the left. Looks like some trees. We got that plane flying above us again. But I'm assuming we'll be on the 5 for quite a while through California here. I'll jump into the map here in just a little bit to check where we are, but we haven't been on the road very long. Man, there's just a lot of planes out here flying today. It's awesome. Sometimes you'll see paragliders. Those are really cool to see. I forget what state I always see them in. I believe it's Arizona or Nevada, actually, is where I usually see them. Now we have to go ahead and get over to the right lane. So we're gonna go ahead and get over now before that merge. And it looks like traffic is slowing up ahead, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop my speed down. We do not have to stop at the way station up ahead. That is awesome. Save us a little bit of time on the trip. Not that time really matters. But I'm trying to go for that achievement for, I believe it's 170,000 pound gross vehicle weight on a weigh scale. I don't know if this load will qualify for that, but heck, once we get into a different state, we'll definitely have to weigh in that state, so maybe we'll get the achievement. And this truck is running smart cruise control, so if we do exceed the speed limit, I believe I have mine set for 3 miles per hour. So if we exceed the speed limit by 3 miles an hour, or our cruise control speed, the smart cruise control will kick in and it will limit the engine torque and it will prevent us from going faster. And there's a right here, this is what I'm talking about. That gas station is the perfect gas station right there. Like, if you could get a gas station like that on the highway with this type of trailer, you're set. Easiest thing in the world. Work with those gas stations. So it looks like we do have some exits coming up. I believe we're going to stay in the center lane here. We don't have to exit right.
Use the left lane.
Yep, use the left lane. We're going to slow down here because we're going uphill. Make a little bit of a wide turn here. I found that with these, when you're turning with this type of trailer, you kind of have to stay on the outside of the lane. So like if you're making a right turn, you have to stay on the far left side of your lane, and if you're making a left turn, you got to stay on the far right side of the lane. Prevents that trailer from kind of hanging in the next lane when you're turning, so very useful on a 2-lane road. And it looks like we are coming through to Sacramento. Beautiful sunny day. Looks like we might have a little bit of rain clouds off to the left there. I don't think we'll have to worry about that. And I still have my headlights on, and
Continue
it is
straight.
it's about 9:30 in the morning, I think. So go and turn those off. We don't need them on anymore. But yeah, this truck is I'm gonna go and slow down here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I guess the highway's just continuing. I thought we were entering like a city here. This truck is set up now for dedicated heavy hauling. I did purchase a Volvo truck for just every other type of load. So that Volvo will probably debut in the next video after this one. And that'll be for everything other than heavy loads. So this truck is my favorite truck of all time though, so. And we are coming up to Stockton, California now.
Continue straight.
Continue straight, that is what I like to hear. Got a little more traffic on the roadway, so we're gonna have to be a little more alert. This thing doesn't stop on a dime, so if we have to slam on our brakes for some reason. And it wants us to get over.
Then take the exit on the right.
Alright, so we do have to take this exit. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my engine brake and service brakes here. And we do have to make a left turn here, so this is going to be a interesting turn.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
And here we go, pulling up to the intersection. We're going to have to pull out a little further than the stop sign here. And we do have some traffic here coming on the left, so I'm gonna have to wait before I can make my turn. I hope they don't stop and let me turn, because I'm probably gonna hit one of them with my trailer if I do that. I don't want that to happen. So it looks like we're gonna go ahead and make our grand turn here now. We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna make a wide left turn here. That person's smart. Thank you very much, kind sir or ma'am, whatever you are, for stopping that far back. Not a bad left turn if I do say so myself. Speed limit here is 55. We can go ahead and, actually it's gonna go to 30 right here. If we needed to get gas, this might be a good time to do it, but we are doing good on gas. We have about 260 something gallons left, I want to say, or 280, I can't tell.
In 200 meters, turn right.
So we're making a right turn up ahead, so we are going to have to take it slow. That is the key
Turn
that I
right.
found. Take it slow here. And we'll obviously make a turn into the left lane as well. We're going to be here for a minute, though, because we got traffic here. Are they gonna go? Okay, well. Oh, no, the left turn just went. Now they're going to go. I could have gone there, but, you know, whatever. Got an ambulance driving by here. CHP. CHP's everywhere in this game. Looks like we are going to have our green light here. I'm going to go and go. We're probably going to get a green. Yep, there's our green. Go ahead and make a turn into the left lane here. Keep an eye on our trailer. And we are good. We are golden. Not bad. We are going to go ahead and get into the right lane. I have a feeling the right lane's going to disappear, though. But we're going to get in the right lane here. Speed limit is 30. I'm already going above that, I think. No, I'm not. I'm going 30 right about now. We're leaving Stockton. Speed limit's now 55. I'm going to go and hit the cruise control and let the truck take itself up there. But I believe we have just under 1,000 miles to go, or close to 1,000 miles to go. Let me go ahead and jump to the map here. We have 1,078 miles to go on our trip, so we'll be passing Oakdale, going down through Fresno, then to Bakersfield. We'll be getting off the 5 in Bakersfield, going through Barstow. If I have to get gas or sleep anywhere, this might possibly be my best bet right here. This is going to be my best bet for sleep, so I'm going to go ahead and set a waypoint there. So sleep and gas, we'll go ahead and stop here for that. And then we should be able to make the rest of the drive out to Socorro. That's where we're going. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of this map. And we are just going to keep on trucking. Got off the 5. We'll go ahead and get into the left lane here for this bus that seems to have broken down. Would have liked to have gotten over a little bit quicker than that, but at least I got over. But yeah, so far this trip's going pretty well. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon game time, or getting close to it. Looks like we are coming up on Fresno. I believe this is Fresno.
Continue straight.
I love hearing continue straight. It just means we can stay on the highway. I'm thinking we could make this trip on the gas we have, but obviously we are going to have to stop for sleep. I did go ahead and jump in the map just a few minutes prior to this and looked at my route to see if I could find a closer place to sleep, and the only place that would be reasonable for me to sleep at is the one that I set a few minutes ago in the video. So it's probably going to be pushing the time limit a little over 10 hours, but I couldn't find anything that was easily accessible for me before that, so chances are we're probably going to be pushing that 10-hour limit. But we'll see. Never know, I might actually get there in time. but I'm thinking we're going to be pushing that limit. And we are coming up on Fresno now. This is actually Fresno here on the left. There was some type of little town or something earlier when that I thought was Fresno, but it wasn't. But this is Fresno here on the left. So we're going through Fresno, doing pretty good, making good time. Haven't had any major issues yet, which is good. Looks like the next exit is for downtown Fresno. I'm gonna have to probably hit my brakes here.
Straight.
To let that bus kind of get ahead of me a little more. Kind of have to fidget with my controller here to keep the truck in the lane. And that engine sounds amazing, even here in the cab.
Continue straight.
And we are continuing straight. I believe we're still on 99 here. Go ahead and check our water and oil temp, so we're good there. Or our coolant and oil temp. Got our speed limit, or our current speed, which is 55. We've got our instant miles per gallon, instant fuel economy, and then our average fuel economy, which is, I mean, instant is obviously going to be pretty low because we're towing. And average is honestly pretty decent. I think it was like 5, almost 6 miles per gallon. Alright, we are exiting off 99 here in Bakersfield. I'm going to go ahead and start my slowing down.
Take the exit on the
Here's
right.
our exit. I just hit my parking brake. I did not mean to do that. I had to hit my engine brake and went for the wrong key. And I don't want to get caught on this hill because it is absolutely atrocious getting this thing to accelerate. You guys can see here, it takes a good second for the truck to get going on the hill. I rolled back a little bit too. Here we go for another left turn. So we're gonna have to wait for our traffic to be clear from both directions before we attempt to make this, and it looks like we are clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my, oh, nope, we're gonna stop here. Oh my goodness, I need to get moving here. I don't want people to stop for me though. I need a clear, open lane with no, nobody coming. Like right here, this is my time. Third person turn, here we go. Don't really do these very often, but that atrocious left turn right there. It's about the best I can do, folks. We made it, we didn't hit anyone. Win-win situation. Looks like our speed limit is 30 going down here through Bakersfield. We'll go ahead and keep the cruise set at 55. We will just drive like a normal here through Bakersfield.
Continue straight.
I absolutely love the arch sign through Bakersfield here. We have our divided highway going away. I don't know what direction we're going to be going. I'm going to be in the right lane though. If I have to change over quickly, I can do that. And chances are we're not going to make this light here. Nope, just turn yellow. So we'll go ahead and start slowing down here. Coming up to the intersection. We'll stop a little bit behind the line here. Dang, this is a pretty big trailer. I didn't actually realize they had a big tail end on it like this. But we got a nice big piece of machinery that we are towing today. Used car sales. What do we got here? We got some trucks, SUVs, we got a hatchback. Whole bunch of stuff. It would be cool if we could drive passenger cars in this game, but that kind of ruined the point of the game. Looks like we are at 30 miles an hour now, so we're going to go ahead and try to limit our speed a little bit. But yeah, this game is for trucking, so I don't think passenger cars would work out at all. We've got Grand Theft Auto for passenger cars.
Continue straight.
Got another intersection here. Light turned green just as we pulled up to it. Looks like we have a police officer here. Please, sir, don't cut me off. Thank you. And chances are we're going to be going to a 2-lane highway at some point here. So, we are leaving Bakersfield. Always a pleasure driving through Bakersfield. Looks like we have some type of activity on the left there. That truck got pulled over by CHP, a couple CHP officers, so. We got some oil equipment here on the right. That is awesome. I didn't realize this was here. I've driven this highway before. I've never seen that. That is amazing. It actually looks like this is going to say 2-lane. Cool. Works for me. Oh, we got tumbleweed too. Holy cow. Look at all this tumbleweed right here. Just completely roadkilled some tumbleweed back there. All that tumbleweed actually, I believe, got roadkilled. The trailer did a majority of the damage. I find tumbleweed to be extremely funny. There's little details like that you appreciate in a game. We got some more up here. Oh, that tumbleweed just got, ooh, hit twice. Little details like that you really appreciate in a game, though. I mean, it's tumbleweed. You wouldn't really think of that in the game, but heck, SCS thought of it. They threw it in. Adds to the realism aspect of everything. Whoa, look at all this tumbleweed here. Holy cow. The Great Migration going on. That's the most tumbleweed I've ever seen at one time in this game, right back there. Looks like it's just before 5 p.m. in the game here. I believe the next city we are going to be going through is Barstow, so I'll cut ahead to that. If anything interesting happens on the stretch out there, you'll see it, but it's been pretty uneventful this entire trip, so. And we are coming here to the outskirts of Barstow. We just got off the 2-lane highway. Speed limit is dropping to 40 miles an hour. That's actually how fast I'm going now, so I'm going to go and hold the speed here. Jack in the box. Holy cow. Now we're going to 35. Yeah, normally the two-way highways in this game are a pain in the butt when you get stuck behind someone who's going slow, but we didn't have any traffic in front of us. So we're probably going to have to be in the left lane here. So I'm going to go and get over because we're heading through Barstow. I don't think we're going to Los Angeles today.
Use the left lane.
Yep, left lane. So we're going to be hanging left. And we'll be getting on Interstate 15 here shortly. There's CHP whizzing by. So this turn we're coming up on is a perfect example of why you don't want to be going like 55 towing this cargo. You will flip your truck pretty quickly. Fortunately, we weren't going very fast to begin with, and we're actually going to slow down going up this hill because we're towing a heavy load today. Looks like it is just after 6 o'clock game time. I'm going to go and turn my running lights on here. Let me make sure I can get over. Yep, I've got plenty of space. Let me go ahead and signal, and we'll go ahead and get over. And once the sun starts to go down a little further, we will we'll turn on our radiant lights above to alert other drivers of our presence. I don't think the radiant lights actually do anything. I don't think the AI reacts to them. But I guess for roleplay purposes, we'll turn them on and pretend the AI sees them, even though they don't. Here we are going through Barstone now. Let's see if they're gonna make us stay on this highway, if they're gonna have us exit. So far, we're staying on this highway, so. It looks like we're gonna be going through. We got some hot air balloons up here on the right as well. We should have a beautiful view of them going over this hill. And there they are. There's 4 of them from what I can see. That would be an interesting thing to do. Take a ride in a hot air balloon. And we are exiting right up ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing down. And thank you, GPS, for telling me to exit right. If I wasn't paying attention to my map on my dash there, I probably would have missed that exit, I will be honest. Add an extra few hours to my trip here. I don't want to do that. Gonna take that turn nice and slow. We're gonna go ahead and signal. We are clear to go ahead and... Ooh, we got something going on here. Oh, we got a merge, that's why everyone stopped. Oh, we had an accident. Okay, I see. Yep, classic American Truck Sim AI. I'm gonna go ahead and... I need to get over here. And of course, these guys aren't gonna let me over. You gonna let me get through here? Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull a this guy in his classic car. We're gonna go ahead and do something a little tricky here. That I wasn't gonna sit there for that long, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can make it through here without hitting these vehicles with my trailer. I think we're gonna be okay. We might clip the car though. No, we'll be fine. There we go. Yeah, looks like an accident. Go ahead and signal back to the right lane here. No one behind us, obviously, because of that traffic jam back there. And it is dark enough to have my headlights on now, so we're going to turn them on. We'll also turn on the overhead strobes, which you guys can see in my rearview mirror as well as in front of us. Let me go and hit the cruise control. We'll jump into third person here. And those strobes are decent. Pushing all the way to the back of the vehicle. Do we have any on the rear? Oh, I am veering off the side of the road here. Go back into first person. But it looks like we just have them in the front. Anyway, it looks like our next stop is actually going to be the rest stop where we're going to be stopping for gas and rest. So, it's a long stretch, so I'll catch you guys when I get over there. All right, so right about now, we've pushed the boundary for the 10 hours and 11 hours. I believe we've been on the road for almost 12 hours now. So we'll definitely be stopping at the rest stop we plotted before. Get some rest. And we are coming up on the rest stop here in just a few minutes. We did push that boundary for our duty limit. I believe it's either 10 or 11 hours. I don't remember which one it is, but we pushed that. I believe we've been on the road now for roughly 14 hours game time, so we are definitely going to be stopping at this rest stop. We'll be getting gas as well. We have just under half tank of fuel. I have no doubt that we could probably make the rest of the trip with what fuel we have, but I'm not going to risk it. And here's our rest stop up here on the right. I'm going to go ahead and signal for the exit here. And we're going to grab gas. And we are going to rest up for the night. I don't really like night driving very much just because you can't really see very well. We're going to go ahead and use this inner gas pump here. It's going to be a little difficult to be able to get our trailer through, but I think we'll manage. Go ahead and shift into neutral. Shut off the truck. And, oh, apparently I didn't hit the pump here. That's interesting. Let me go ahead and see here. Yeah, I hit it. Hang on a second. All right, let's try this. Let's try this again here. Let me turn my, there we go, okay. Might have to have the route advisor on. All right, there we go. Now we're fueling up. We'll go ahead and pull right up ahead to the parking spots. We're not going to park in the parking spots, obviously, because this thing's going to be a bear to maneuver. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get our engine started up again. Let's go ahead and get our headlights turned on here. Shift into drive. Get the parking brake released, and we are going to go ahead and try not to hit the gas pumps with our trailer here. And we are going to go on ahead and completely unlegitimately do this parking here. We're going to go ahead and park right here. Go ahead and shut off our headlights, hit our parking brake, shift into neutral. Turn off our strobes, shut the engine off, and we're going to go ahead and rest. Alrighty, it is morning time. We're going to go ahead and get the truck started up here. We have a full tank of gas, and we should be good to go for the rest of this trip. We go ahead and shift into drive, get that parking brake released, supply the trailer with air, and we are back on the road. These are the types of rest stops that I absolutely love, again, because it's very little trailer maneuverability that I have to do. So, we're gonna go ahead and get on the highway. Let's go ahead and jump into our world map here. We have 584 miles left. We have 9 hours, 45 minutes trip time in game, so we shouldn't have to stop again, which is good. Gonna have to go ahead and signal to get out here. There's a car coming, but it's a ways off. It should have time to merge to the left lane if it wants to pass me. And we are back on the highway. We will be leaving California soon, so our speed limit is going to go up here pretty quick. I believe the 65 is where it's going to go next. I'm going to go and get my truck up to about 55. We'll hit the cruise control again, and we will keep going on our trip. We have some road work coming up ahead here. Probably going to, yep, there's a lane merge. Looks like it's going to be, my lane's going to stay open. Oh no, why did that truck get over? Oh! So let me explain what just happened there. My thumb hit my joystick a little too hard and swerved my truck out. I did not intend to do that. But that was a close call right there. Really need a steering wheel. I need a steering wheel. Gonna go ahead and signal right. We are now in Arizona. The speed limit is, as you guys can see on my little GPS thing, it's 75. We are not gonna be going 75. We're gonna go and set our cruise control for 65 miles an hour. If that is too fast, we'll drop it to 60. But that is where we are going to be going right now. We'll stick to 10 under the limit for the time being. This truck will finally get to see its 18th gear being used for the transmission. I'm pretty sure for the most of the California trip, it was in 17th gear at 55 miles an hour, so we'll be, once we get out of these little hills and this engine can get up to the cruise speed of 65, we should have, we should be in 18th gear. One thing that I wanted to talk about, that I just actually thought of a few minutes ago, was CPU coolers. For the longest time, I have been using a liquid CPU cooler, a Corsair H100 IV2. It was my first liquid CPU cooler purchase, and I bought it back in 2016 for my old PC. I knew that I would be upgrading my build at one point, so I went all out on the cooler. But it was a great CPU cooler, but unfortunately... Ooh, I'm gonna have to slow down here. Slam on the brakes. Go ahead and merge without using the blinker. Caught me off guard there. Anyway, as I was saying, I had that CPU cooler for 3 years, and it finally went out the other day. And fortunately, for my current build that I'm running now, my processor, which is a Ryzen 2700X CPU, came with a air cooler, and I'm currently running that. Give you guys an idea just how far south my liquid cooler went. My current load temps that I'm running in this game and on several other games that I play were my idle temps with the liquid cooler. I don't have an on-screen display right now showing temperatures, but I usually run about 49, 50 degrees Celsius with this air cooler under load. Obviously, when I'm encoding videos, it's between 65 and 70 encoding, but idle temps with that liquid cooler were what my load temps are right now. So, and then load temps were what my encoding temps are, actually higher than encoding temps with this air cooler. So I was running between 75 and 80. So that's a sure sign that that cooler was going downhill. But I do plan on replacing it with another liquid cooler at some point. Probably Black Friday. I really don't need a new cooler right now. But I do want to go ahead and replace it with another liquid cooler. I'm thinking either the EVGA CLC 280, which is the 280 millimeter radiator, or I really honestly don't want to go with Corsair again, just because I've been doing a lot of research on coolers lately, obviously since mine went out, and I've heard a lot of stuff about Corsair coolers that they're fairly loud. I know that you can upgrade the fans, and upgrade meaning you can just replace them with aftermarket fans, and that can help, but I've just read a lot, even with upgraded fans, I've heard people say that the fans are loud. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my cruise control here. I'm gonna have to pass this truck. Hopefully we don't have to exit anytime soon. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I'm either gonna go with the EVGA CLC 280 or possibly the Kraken, the NZXT Kraken X62. Haven't really not sure what I'm gonna go with. I want to go with a larger radiator. I don't have enough room on my case for a 360, like a big old 3-fan cooler. That would be an amazing cooler to have, especially for my processor, but I'm limited on case space. Don't want to go buy a new case. I like my case. I have the NZXT S340 Elite. A lot of room, a lot more room than I thought it would have for a mid-tower, but I'm not really looking to upgrade to a case that can support a triple radiator setup, or a triple fan radiator setup, so 280 would provide, in my opinion, adequate cooling for my processor, as it is an 8-core CPU. So if you guys have any suggestions for liquid CPU coolers, let me know in the comment section below. But as of right now, I'm kind of leaning towards the EVGA CLC 280 or 28 or whatever the model is. It's the 280 millimeter radiator one. I could sync it up to
Continue straight.
what I would probably do with it, the research that I've done on it is through the program that I would run. I'd obviously run a custom fan curve. That's what I was using for my Corsair cooler. But I would probably set it to run like maybe blue. I'll set it to run based on coolant temperature. So I think like blue if it's normal, and then if it gets too hot, red. Obviously, a brand new cooler that's working properly isn't going to overheat. The coolant's not going to get too hot. So, but I'll either do that or I'll sync it up with my graphics card lighting, because I'm running an EVGA GPU, and I'm pretty sure I can sync up EVGA product lighting, so. Let's go ahead and check our map here, see where we are. We have 418 miles to go. We're coming up on Flagstaff. Here's our next major city. Then we'll be going through Holbrook, Gallup, Albuquerque and then down to Socorro. Let's see. We'll be delivering, looks like, to rail export. So hopefully we don't have any trouble getting this thing in the parking lot. I know that the rail export's parking areas, I guess their delivery areas, you could say, are pretty bad. But we have, looks like, just not too much longer to go. It's going to go by quick. We're still 75 mile an hour speed limit. We're still going 65, and I'm pretty content with staying there, so. If I go 70, it'll definitely be a little bit quicker, but like I said, this truck, especially with this heavy load, the handling on it comes a little, gets a little crazy. Coming into a more forested area here of Arizona. Normally when you think of Arizona, you think of desert. That's at least what I think of. I think of, especially in the summertime, the dry heat. But you really don't think of forests when you think of Arizona. So this is some nice scenery we got here. We're now just passing into the Flagstaff city limit. It's another good reason to stay at 65. We don't have to change our cruise control. Let me go ahead and slow down here on this turn. We don't want to have any risk of flipping our load and damaging our truck. So if that happens, I gotta tow the, have the truck towed over to the nearest shop. That takes time and money. Then the trailer gets damaged and I can't repair the trailer, and then I get fined, or I get a penalty when I deliver for damage, so. Looking for a perfect delivery today. That would be amazing if that could happen. I think I've only had, I want to say 2 or 3 perfect deliveries, at least to my knowledge. I probably have more. I think there's an achievement for it or something, but I've only had a few perfect deliveries with these heavy loads just because of the turning. That's the one thing that always gets me, is the turning. Went ahead and increased the cruise limit up to 70. We're kind of on a lot of straightaway highways. We don't have a lot of twists or turns in the road, so if we get to a point that does have twists and turns, we will go ahead and drop back down to 65, but I think 70 is the fastest we will go. Looks like we're going to have some way stations coming up here as we come into Gallup or Gollop. I don't know how to pronounce it, but we're coming up on that, that city, so. I don't think we've had to weigh the truck in Arizona, so chances are we may have to, well, we're coming into New Mexico now, so chances are we're probably gonna have to stop at the weigh station here. We got 2 miles till the weigh station. So once we get the pre-pass check, we'll know if we have to stop or not. Weigh station 1 mile. This little yellow sign here is gonna be the pre-pass right here. Welcome to New Mexico. And we are free to pass the weigh station. We do not have to stop. That saves us time. Keep working our speed back up to 70. Just shy of 3:30 p.m. Now it's 3:30 p.m. game time, so we have a few more hours of driving to do here. We are in our destination state of New Mexico. We just have to get down to Socorro. Speed limit is going to drop to 65, so we'll go ahead and adjust our cruise accordingly. Looks like it is just after 5 p.m. game time, so we should be there around 7 o'clock game time, give or take a few minutes. And we are going to have to be uber careful here because I think we're going to have to exit fairly soon. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my speed down here. I think we have to exit. I'm going to go ahead. No, we're not going to. Let me check the map here. I want to make sure I have to exit at the next exit. I do not. So there's going to be an exit coming up here on the right, and then there's going to be another exit up there, so I'm going to have to take that one. So the second exit.
Use the left lane.
Using the left lane. I'm going to go ahead and actually signal here and get over. This is the lane I have to be in right here, I think. There's going to be another exit up ahead, and I have to stay in the far right lane.
Use the right lane.
Use the right lane. Yep, so we need to use the right lane here. Heading south.
Use the right lane.
Beautiful afternoon here in New Mexico. DX11 looks amazing. I'm tempted to try the graphic overhaul mod. I'll probably start up a new game, try it out. So the right lane is an exit only. I'm going to go ahead and get over here before I lose my opportunity to. And we'll go ahead and turn on our running lights. Speed limit is 55. So we'll have cruise control set to 55 here. We're on the home stretch. We'll be in Socorro shortly, about an hour game time. It's been a long drive, holy cow. We started up in Redding, California, drove all the way down through California. And then we cut east once we got down to, I believe it was Bakersfield. Went all the way through Arizona and then into New Mexico, and we are going to be getting to our destination here fairly shortly. Please don't be an exit-only lane, because I really don't want to have to get over. It is an exit-only lane. I'm going to go ahead and wait and see if I have to exit here. If not, I will get over, and I do not have to exit here. I'm going to go and get over.
Use the left lane.
Rio Bravo Road. Definitely not where we're going. And we're going to go ahead and turn on our headlights as well as our strobe light overhead. Still a little too light to see it from the cab here, but it's going to be getting dark here fairly quickly. Sitting here going 55 still, and I didn't realize the speed limit went back up to 75, so... We're going to be in Socorro here in just a few minutes, so actually coming up to it now, at least the first few exits for it. And it looks like we're taking exit 150.
Then take the exit on the right.
Alright, the final challenge we have to do on this trip is getting this trailer delivered. There's a very large chance that I will probably be skipping the delivery because, like I said, I'm terrible at maneuvering these trailers, so... We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Never know, might be an easy job here. We're gonna have to slow down and see if we can merge here. Yep, we can go ahead and squeeze in here. Probably should have used my blinker. $500 fine for littering. That's a good to see. We are here in Socorro. Right about now. Let me go ahead and jump in my map and see if I have to make a left or right turn. I have to make a left turn up ahead, so I'm going to go and signal to the left lane here. Our speed limit is dropping to 35, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. Good news is we can grab ourselves some gas before the next trip. This truck is going to be
Use the
put in
left
the garage
lane,
because
then
for the next
turn
video I'm going to
left.
be pulling my new Volvo truck out. We're going to go ahead and take a left here. Let's go and get in the left lane. I'll kind of enter the lane a little early because we
Turn
are
left.
towing a very long trailer, so we don't want to block the other lane of traffic for people. So yeah, here we are in Socorro, nice small town. Looks like we're gonna get our hopefully our light here. Nope, it's gonna give them the light. We'll get the green before that lane does. So we are about to get it right here, I think. There we go. All right, here we go. Better slow down, car. I'm kind of cutting your lane a little bit. Hopefully we didn't just hit them. Nope, doesn't look like we did, because if they had gotten hit, they would have had their hazards on, they would have stopped. Just barely missed them. And we are just right up the road from our delivery point. I was fairly accurate on the time frame for the delivery. It's just after 7 p.m. game time, so I don't know what the speed limit is here. 35. How fast am I
In
going? I'm going
200
about
meters,
35 right now.
Turn right.
200 meters, turn right. All right, well, here we go. This is going to be the final challenge we have to
Turn right.
do here, is getting this thing delivered. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a very slow right turn here onto this road. We'll kind of pull a little wide, try not to get in this guy's way here.
In 200 meters, turn left.
In 200
Turn
meters,
left.
turn left. So they want us to turn left here. So here's our delivery point. Chances are, yeah, I'm probably gonna skip this delivery here. There's no way I'm gonna be able to maneuver this trailer like this. I'll give it my best shot, but I'm probably gonna skip it, honestly. And man, I don't even have an opening to pull in here. Let's see if this guy will be nice. Nope, he's not gonna be nice, he's gonna be mean. Holy cow, we're just gonna go ahead and start moving forward. Someone should stop for us here. We'll go after this white car here. This is where it's gonna be really difficult because I have such
You
a
have a right.
long trailer that getting in here is gonna be annoying. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to maneuver this thing. I have no clue how to do this, so we'll go ahead and start our turn here, and maybe by some miracle we can actually park this thing. But there's a very like I said, a very high chance we're gonna be skipping the parking here. We'll lose the XP bonus. Yeah, there's no way I have no idea how to maneuver this type of trailer, so we're gonna go ahead and park it right here. Go ahead and hit our parking brake. We'll shift into neutral. We'll go ahead and pull up our route advisor, and we're gonna go ahead and hit A to skip the parking. We got an excellent delivery to Socorro from Reading. We've got 1,200 miles, just over 1,200 miles driven distance. Took us 36 hours game time. We went through almost 300 gallons of fuel. And we made $106,000, and we are almost at level 33. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and a comment, and consider subscribing to my channel. Reminder, every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Time, new American Truck Simulator videos come out. So in the meantime, feel free to go watch the other videos that I have out on ATS and check out the other content on my channel. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.